This is my first cosplay makeup tutorial. It's obviously gonna be on Asuka Ryo from Devilman Crybaby. This show had me obsessed. It ruined the beginning of my 2018 because it blew my mind and it broke my fucking heart. So let's get started and turn ourselves into Satan. Isn't this cute? Yeah, my cousin gave it to me. She loves giving me really weird, cute things. I'm still not used to, you know, speaking to the camera instead of to the screen. But you know, I love seeing myself. So this is my first cosplay tutorial makeup, any kind of makeup tutorial. I'm not that good at it, but I'm gonna try my best. So first off, put on your contacts first. I like to put on my contacts first because then if I have mascara or eyeliner, anything, I don't mess it up while trying to put it in. For Ryo, I'm using these blue contacts that are from a Korean brand. These have been really popular in recent years. They don't enlarge your pupils. I like them for more guy characters because then your eyes don't go like huge, you know, kira kira moe moe. I'm gonna start by covering up my eyebrows. Now that I have my eyebrows covered, we can start on the foundation. Ooh, I almost forgot. This depends on the type of double eyelid tape you have. Depending on which kind of double eyelid tape I have, I will stick them on before foundation. So as you can see, I'm kind of running out of these. But these double eyelid tapes, they taper towards the inside of your eyes. I picked these because I wanted to use them to raise this part of my eye for characters who have the ends of their eyes slightly raised. I used to use just regular, I used to use these, which I will take one off for you because I have a lot of them. These ones that are uniform all across, and I still use them for some characters, but they fall off more easily. They're more textured. I prefer these now, and I will find the packaging sometime. This is the worst part of doing any cosplay eye makeup because if I mess up, I have to take them off and redo them, and it's just a pain in the ass. So what I do is I find my fold and I tape it just a little bit above it. Don't know if you can see that fold versus this side. I look really scary without makeup right now. I think I'm gonna keep it zoomed in. Do the other side. See, this is the part I hate. If I mess up, I have to peel it off and do it again. Although the good thing about this new eyelid tape that I'm using is that they actually remain kind of sticky even after you peel them off the first time. Okay, good. Now on to foundation. Finally, I'm gonna be mixing two foundations. These are lighter than my skin tone, which I want because Ryo wears all white and he's blonde, and I don't want that much of a stark difference between, you know, my clothes and my hair and my skin. But of course, pick any shade foundation that you're comfortable with. It's cosplay. It's not the end of the world. I feel like I'm not loud enough in this video because I don't have a microphone, but you know what? First video, like, I can be forgiven for this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my fingers. And then I'm gonna go in with a sponge. I used to use brushes all the time, but then I found that with sponges, what you can do is pat on the foundation onto this part, the eyebrow part that you don't want to mess up. I look so scary on camera. Yeah. I look like a ghost right now, but trust me, it's gonna get better. Anyway, so yeah, I used to use brushes, but then I would brush over this part and sometimes that would mess it up. Please remember, all cosplayers that have your neck exposed, please, please, please drag your foundation onto your neck. You can wash your collars later. Like, I need to wash this later, but it beats having to Photoshop your neck and your face to look the same shade. Unless your character has 2 shades on their skin, then yeah, go ahead. And that's it. That's how you cosplay an egg. Just gonna blend it out more. I'm doing this more of a what I usually do, because right now I don't think I need that much concealer under my eyes, but I'm still gonna go ahead and put some there, because usually my under eyes are really dark. I'm gonna put it everywhere that I have tiny scars. My skin has been really bad lately because I haven't been getting much quality sleep. And I'm gonna ignore most of the forehead because that's gonna be covered up by the wig. Ooh, I look like a ghost. Okay. Now we move on to setting the face. Please set your makeup for cosplay, because if you go to cons, you're gonna sweat. You're gonna be hugging a lot of people. Maybe, I don't know what people do at cons anymore, but just make sure your makeup lasts. It'll just save you the hassle of, you know, going back home, realizing that all your pictures at the con, part of your makeup was wiped off or something. So just set your makeup. It'll make your life so much easier. I'm gonna put some powder on my neck as well, just to make sure that the foundation is drier and doesn't rub off on my collar as much, even though it's still gonna rub off. I zoomed out a little bit more just so I can get my whole face. I'm gonna wipe off all the powder and we're ready to do eye makeup. By the way, if I look so tired in this video, it's because I am. I'm doing this after a whole day of work. And I'm actually kind of thirsty, but I don't want to go outside and get water. I think I'm just going to finish this. Yeah. So, Ryo's eyes kind of go... They don't go up. They kind of go out. Its shape is kind of like a lopsided rectangle, like a trapezoid or something. So it's not, you know, it's not phoenix eyes. They don't go up. They just go out to the side. So since my eyes, as you guys can see, they're round, I'm going to draw it out straight like that. So it creates the shape that I want. So here goes. I always start at the ends of the eyes, and once I have those right, I can fill in the middle. So I'm gonna go in and start doing the end part of his eye. So straight out. See how it goes straight like that. And since his eyes are kind of elongated and they have this kind of natural cat look to them, I'm going to extend the inner corner of my eye. And the middle part of my eye look, I'm gonna keep it as close to the lash line as possible to keep that line looking straight instead of round. In cosplay, since you're trying to create an illusion of your eyes and your face, your features to look different, it's okay to vary the size of your lines along your eyes. So I'm trying to create a flatter looking eye, so I'm gonna stick very, very close. Ooh, my concealer is sitting horribly on my nose. So I'm trying to create a flatter looking eye, so I'm gonna keep this top line very, very thin. And then I'm gonna extend this a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna do the other eye. So I think usually it's our natural reflex to go along the curve of our eyes, because usually I would draw my cat eye starting from here and going up, out like that. But what I'm doing here is trying to create that flat look. So what I do is I go to the very top part of my eye right here. That's where the curve of my eye is starting to go down. So I pick that highest spot and I just go out. I like how the tail looks on this eye, but the top turned out a little bit too round, so I'm gonna try to fix that. By the way, anyone who does makeup should get these really thin tipped, what are these? Cotton swabs, so you can fix any eye makeup mistakes that you have. I'm gonna go in with some concealer to conceal my mistakes. My skin really is the worst at the end of the day. Whatever. Alright, now on to the really fun part, which is drawing in the individual lashes that he has on the bottom. I'm gonna start right here. The longest lashes should always be the ones on the outer corner of your eyes. I drew them steadily getting shorter as they get to the inner corner of my eye. And then in between, you can see I have a lot more space in between. I'm gonna go back in and fill them out with shorter lashes. And as I'm getting to the center of my eye, I'm just gonna dot on the lashes. And you know one really stupid thing that I just realized, that I forgot to do my eyeshadow. But since this is such a simple look, I think I can do my eyeshadow over my eyeliner and then go back in with the eyeliner if I need to. I don't usually do eyeshadow for male characters, but since Ryo has such pretty eyes, and I also like to take liberties sometimes with these character makeup, so I think I'm just gonna have fun. I'm not gonna go on a photo shoot today, so whatever. Oh, I'm smashing everything. So mainly what I use eyeshadow for is to deepen up that line that I created with the double eyelid tape. So instead of using this brush, which I'm gonna switch out for something flatter, like this. Screw this camera. No, I can't screw this camera, I just bought it. Anyway, like a flat eyebrow brush will do just fine. Go in with matte brown. Matte brown is a cosplayer's best friend. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. Done with that, and now y'all are gonna see how I grow out my nose, meaning how I do my contour. I use a really large fluffy brush because I have a large nose. And I concentrate on this side of my face, on this side of my nose, because I have a crooked nose. So there's a protruding bone right there that I want to make disappear. There's this light here that's like really bothering me. Oh my god, so much better. So last but not least, we're zoomed out so I can show you how I do my eyebrows. So I think you can still see the darkness underneath all the concealer and the glue. So I'm gonna go in with some Dark Circle Concealer, which has a little bit of orange in it, so it covers up the darkness before going over it with a lighter concealer again. Now I'm gonna go in with a lighter concealer. Powder that slightly to set it. Then finally, I'm gonna do the eyebrows. Since Ryo has really light colored hair, brows, I'm gonna go in with the lightest brown I can find. First gonna map out where his eyebrow is gonna start. Right here. I'm gonna start with powder. And then I'm slowly gonna round it out because his eyebrows are kind of round. Other side. After that's done, I'm gonna go in with a light colored brow gel as well, just to set that color in place. This gel is actually lighter than the eyebrow powder that I had, but it gives a more consistent color and it looks closer to blonde. Okay, I'm gonna fix my nose contour a little bit. And then I'm gonna contour my face. Now that that's done, I will be right back. So I'm back with the wig on. I cut the sides short because that's how his hair is, but I don't have that blonde-ish shaved sideburns, and since my sideburns are just recently shaved, so they're not that prominent, so I'm just gonna fill them back in. I don't do this too precisely. Number one, because I can't really see, but also they're not really that big of a deal. I also realized I should cut this a little bit shorter, but I don't really care right now. So there you go. Just gotta button this up.